Hi, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns, and I just have a couple of things today. I don't know if many of you still get the Crochet World magazine or not, but according to this magazine, they are now going to a quarterly magazine, but also it's going to have links to videos. So I guess I'm glad that they haven't gone completely out of business. I mean, all these magazines have been dropping off left and right, so I guess it's better than nothing, right? Fix this camera. Sorry, guys. I had to fix you. You're driving me nuts. You're crooked. Yeah, so, yeah, I just find it interesting. They do have some cute projects in it, you know, this time. So, give me your thoughts on that, what you think about it going to be, you know, going to winding up being quarterly. Are you happy about it or not happy about it? I'm not real sure how I feel about it yet, so anyway, we'll just go there. I was knitting along last night at the gospel concert, and I found a little bit of a boo-boo. Apparently a couple of rows back I did not, I added a stitch, so I've got to go back and correct that, clear back in the back. Not too happy about that, seeing as I only get 3 to 4 rows a week done anyway. So anyway, I've got to go back and repair that little sucker. Not too thrilled. And then I am still working on the shawl. This seems like old time shawl. I don't have very much left of that skein, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to add in another skein to that. I was at Walmart and I found some fabric that I thought I would make some curtains for my front door out of. And I thought it was really pretty. My couch actually has browns in it when I have it delivered. I have not had it delivered yet, as well as the second chair, because I'm still moving things in and out, and I don't want to have to go around the couch to do it. So I'm holding off delivery on that. One of the other things I found when I went through the house, I happened to look, I was in the laundry doing laundry, and I happened to look up at the waterless tank system that I have, which I absolutely love. For those of you that have issues with a lot of pain in your back and fibromyalgia, this is a fantastic product to have in your home. Basically what it is it takes 30 to 60 seconds to heat up the water, and then it'll stay heated as long as it's running, which is why it's called a tankless water heater. But I noticed it wasn't plugged in all the way to the wall, you know, completely into the outlet. So I got to looking at it, and the plug that they plugged it into is not the appropriate plug. It looks like it's a dryer socket, or maybe a washer socket. It's one of those that has one like this, and then, you know, it's got the 2 prongs, but the one prong is like this, and then the other one has that little crossbow there. So I've got to call and have them change that out and correct it, because anytime you move it slightly, it throws a spark. So they need to correct that outlet for that, because that's just inappropriate, and it's sticking out. I mean, over half of the plug is hanging out of the outlet. So it's just, and I just noticed that, like I said, I was in the laundry room folding laundry, and I was like, nope, not gonna fly. So I've got to get that fixed as well. So, you know, it's one thing after another, it seems. But other than that, I'm enjoying the home, getting used to it. I've finally gotten to the point where the ice maker doesn't wake me up in the middle of the night, making me think somebody's breaking in. I do have most of my yarn moved out of the garage into places. I still have quite a bit that I still need to get out of the garage and put into places. But that, it's coming along. So I'm kind of thrilled that it is coming along and it's getting done. As you know, I have quite a few bags that I've put up into the shop. There's quite a few that are still available if you guys are looking for bags. I am working on some bags this week that will have 5 outer pockets on the outside of the bag and an inner pocket on the inside of the bag. Be a little bit bigger. I haven't decided if I am going to make it to where it stands up on its own or just use the same basic materials that I use in my bags to begin with, which makes it a good quality bag because they're very good and sturdy. So I am working on that, getting those done. And I think that's about it for that portion. Like I said, few and far between. I've been working on some things. I have to put a shelving unit together for the closet. Well, it's not actually a shelving unit. It's shelves that I need to put in there with the rack for the clothes. And I did get a shelving unit that I'd purchased quite a long time ago, put together the other day. And of course, in typical Jane fashion, I put it together upside down. How did I find this out? Because when I got to the top, there are, on some of these, they have the bottom, where if it's not sitting steady, you can raise or lower the feet to make it steady. They were all on top, so I had to take it apart, put it back together again. And I told my son about this, and he thought that was the funniest thing, because he's like, good Lord, Mother, we are 2 peas in a pod. I do that all the time, too. So, yeah. That is it for what I have been doing. Putting away the books that I have, all the craft books, those kind of things, finding places for everything to go, breaking down boxes, getting ready to get rid of those boxes, take them to the recycle for that. Now, here it is. We've been having a lot of rain. So, once again, the voice is affected. Let me get a drink. And I will start with the water in Tarnation. All right, here we go. FAA clears California company's flying car for takeoff. A California startup announced its prototype flying car has been cleared for takeoff by the Federal Aviation Administration. Aleph Aeronautics said its Model A is the first flying vehicle that can drive on public roads and park like an average car to receive clearance for flight by the FAA. The FAA confirmed the vehicle was given a special airworthiness certificate for purposes including research, development, and exhibition. The agency said the vehicle is not the first of its kind to be issued such a certificate, but it is distinguished by being the only VTOL, which stands for Vehicle Takeoff and Landing Aircraft, to be able to drive and park like a normal car. We're excited to receive this certificate from the FAA. It allows us to move closer to bringing people an environmentally friendly and faster commute, saving individuals and companies hours each week. This is one small step for planes, one giant step for cars, said Aleph CEO Jim Duchovny in a news release. The Model A has been in development since 2015, was inspired by, guess which film? Back to the Future Part 2, which coincidentally takes place in 2015. The company is accepting pre-orders for the Model A, which it expects to officially hit the market in 2025 with a price tag of about, you ready for it? $300,000. It has not yet been certified for public road travel by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So that should be interesting, shouldn't it? Okay. Cattle truck collides with semi hauling burritos on a Nebraska highway. A beefy mess was left on a Nebraska highway when a cattle truck and a semi hauling a load of burritos collided, police said. Sorry. The Nebraska State Patrol said the burrito truck slowed for traffic on westbound Interstate 80 between Lincoln and Emerald and was rear-ended by the cattle truck. The cattle truck, carrying a load of about 60 cows, ended up in the ditch, and several boxes of frozen burritos ended up in the roadway. Police said neither driver was seriously injured. The cattle were offloaded into another truck to continue their journey. The stretch of highway was closed for about 7 hours for a cleanup. Now this next story, I don't want to say that the post office has issues, but the post office has issues. They seriously do. I'm just going to put that out there. Kansas neighborhood fails to receive mail for nearly 2 months over dog. Mail delivery in a Kansas neighborhood was halted for nearly 2 months because of what the U.S. Postal Service described as a vicious dog that neighbors said might not even exist. Yeah. Residents of the 3000 block of South 46 Terrace Street in Kansas City said mail delivery was halted April the 29th after the local post office sent them a letter saying a vicious dog was creating hazardous conditions for delivery workers. Lisa White said she and her neighbors weren't aware of any such dog. As she told WDAF-TV, I walk my big dog every morning and I don't see a dog. Residents were told the neighborhood would be receiving community cluster mailboxes at the end of their block, but they failed to arrive for weeks. Mark England, media relations spokesman at the U.S. Post Service, said this week that mail delivery would be resumed as the dog situation has been resolved. He did not elaborate on the specifics of the resolution. The U.S. Postal Service revealed earlier this month that 5,300 employees were attacked by dogs while delivering mail in 2022. Kansas City, Kansas did not make the top 25 in the list, but Kansas City, Missouri ranked 8th. Folks, if you have dogs, you really need to keep your dogs up for your delivery to be made. I know around here, postal delivery folks, they won't even stop if the mailbox is blocked by a car sitting in front of it. So, yeah, pay attention. Flock of sheep on the loose in Connecticut. A Connecticut animal shelter is asking members of the public to keep an eye out for a flock of adorable sheep that escaped from their pen. The Dan Gallus Grove Animal Shelter said the sheep broke out of their pen on Foothill Road in North Branford. The shelter warned drivers to be cautious in the Middletown Avenue area, as the sheep may wander into the road. The shelter is asking anyone who spots a sheep to contact officials and report the animal's locations. And you knitters and crocheters out there, there will be no confiscating of the sheep to gather their wool for your spinning. Don't do it. Turn them in. There's video of this aggressive cow, which I find rather hilarious. Aggressive cow makes repeated visits to Pennsylvania college campus. Makes you wonder what his beef is with the campus. Police at Pennsylvania University are warning students and nearby residents to beware of an aggressive cow that has made repeated visits to the campus. Kutztown University Police Department initially issued an alert Sunday night, warning students and faculty members to avoid the North Campus area due to the presence of an aggressive cow. The animal was caught on camera by Erin Merkel, who posted the footage of the cow to Facebook. The bovine's owner was contacted, but the cow left the scene before it could be captured. This cow does not look vicious as it's trotting down the street. Sorry, folks. University spokesman Matt Santos said the cow made a second visit to campus on Tuesday night. He said police caught up with the animal near Little Hall, but it fled into the nearby woods before it could be wrangled. So all you cow wranglers, get out there and save a cow. I don't know why these are tickling me today. Barbie's extremely pink DreamHouse listed for overnight stays. So if you too have dreamed of sleeping in a Barbie DreamHouse, now's your chance. A life-size version of Barbie's classic DreamHouse is being listed for overnight stays ahead of the release of the Barbie movie. The Malibu DreamHouse, located in Malibu, California, is listed on Airbnb for 2 one-night stays for up to 2 guests, July the 21st and July the 22nd. The listing, written by Ken, describes the house as a life-size toy pink mansion. Welcome to my kingdom. While Barbie is away, she has landed over the keys to her Malibu dream house this summer, and my room could be yours for the night, the listing reads. Guests will get to take home a pair of yellow and pink skates and a surfboard. The house boasts amenities including an outdoor disco dance floor, a swimming pool, and a wardrobe full of Barbie and Ken style outfits. The house was previously listed on Airbnb in 2019, but this time around it was given a makeover with even more pink paint in honor of the upcoming film. Booking is available starting July the 17th. Barbie arrives in theaters July the 21st. And that is it for the What in Tarnation. I hope whoever books a stay there tries on all the outfits and posts a video to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, somewhere. That would be a lot of fun to see. Okay. And here we have something else. Today is July the 4th, so I hope you all enjoy your festivities today. Be careful with the fireworks. Make sure your children are safe. Make sure that if you are in a dry area that you've watered so that your fireworks don't cause flames or a fire, because Lord knows we don't need any more of those. And have a safe and happy 4th of July. Now, it's time for the devotional, and we are reading out of the Amazing Grace book, Truly Free. Isn't that a perfect one for today? Out of my distress I called on the Lord. The Lord answered me and set me free. Psalm 118, verse 5, the English Standard Version. Today, all across America, people celebrate freedom. At first glance, these gatherings may seem simply to relish the freedom to light fireworks, enjoy triple berry pie, and inhale Aunt Mary's potato salad. But beneath the surface lies an opportunity for true worship. As you wipe that tear from your eye during the national anthem, consider what your freedom really means. Not just as an American, but as an adopted daughter or son of the Almighty. How can you thank God for setting you free from fear, sin, and death? And we are free, free indeed. All right, folks, I'll see you again soon. As always, remember to be kind one another, love one another, and I'll see you sometime later this week. Bye.